What's going on, winners? Your boy Loso 2.0. And today I'm here with another special guest, a good friend of mine, Darryl Grant, the boxer, graduate from Goldie Beacom 2024 and leading a sales team currently right now, man. Welcome to the podcast, bro. Glad we could finally get this going.
Glad, yeah, glad to be here. It's been a long time coming. Um, just dive right into it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I know I kind of want to talk about because I mean, even back when I think it was in middle school, that's probably when you first I heard you, talking about boxing, going to the gym. But I remember it too, like it was yesterday, right in front of the pal. So kind of talk to us a little bit about like how you got into boxing.
I initially got into boxing. My trainer is my uncle.
Hmm.
Um, and oh yeah, since we was kids, going to Thanksgiving and everything. Me and Jalik, we would just throw in the gloves and we would just rumble for no reason. And then when I was 12, my pop, I guess he was a little cheapskate. It was free to box. So
Hmm.
you could go to the center for free.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
then wanted me to do an extracurricular activity, and I like to fight, so I wanted to learn how to defend myself. So he took me to the gym, which was free. Um, and then it was up ever since. I was 12 years old, and it's definitely been a journey.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, that's what's up, man. Yeah, my brother used to go to the center too. I just remember him always coming back beat up. So,
Yeah.
so I definitely remember that though. What are some of like your favorite like early memories like in the ring?
My first memory was when I first went to the gym. Um, I had this drive where I thought I was fat, so I said, "You gotta." What was that word that phrase that they used to say? Or something about work. You gotta work to get it off or whatever.
Hmm.
And I just had that in my mind the whole time when I'm running the steps when I was training. And then my first memory when I first sparred, I'm left-handed. I'm just a converted southpaw. So
Hmm.
I remember I got in there southpaw, kid named Chris Edmonds. Fucked me up, man. He fucked me up, man. And it was a good scrap because a lot of people after you get beat up once, you don't come back because you can't take the embarrassment. But I needed my lick back, and I ain't never get it because he just was better than me. But
Hmm.
it was that drive that kept me going.
Dang. That's what's up. That's what's up, though. That's funny as heck, though. But yeah, no, that's actually true, though. A lot of times, and I think that's anything, though, too. Like a lot of times, people they kind of like they come across like some type of challenge in life, and then they're like, "Damn, since that set me back, now they just give up rather than like, all right, using that as fuel to get better." And in your case, you feel me? You obviously used it to continue to get better and try to get
Right.
back at that person. Was he like a pro boxer now or something, or because you said you never got back?
Nah, a lot of kids come to the center,
Hmm.
might be nice and very talented when they're kids, but they kids and they fall off and they become victim to uh uh the environment. So
Hmm.
uh, I don't know exactly what happened to him. Last thing I heard from him was my pop, he worked at Home Depot,
Hmm.
and he said he seen him about 2 weeks ago. Man, I miss my boy though. I need to see him. You definitely need to see him. And
Hmm.
we just it's a uh, it's a sport for everybody. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure, for sure. So, when it comes to boxing, I know one of the things is definitely those strenuous like training that it goes through. What's like a triple typical training day for like you when it came to boxing?
Man, when I was training for a fight and running every day, at least three. Definitely got to be locked in though. So if you're not locked in, you won't produce the results that you want to produce, and it'll show when you're under the lights.
Hmm.
Um, and I'll get up, I'll run. I didn't really have a set time that I'll run. I just made sure that I ran that day, cause
Hmm.
I had to. survive. I had to live my life. Like I had to, make money a certain way, do what
Yeah.
I had to do as a man. But so we have a routine where you go to the gym. The gym open from 5 to 8. You
Hmm.
get in there, stretch, warm up, run the steps. So that's up and down 3 floors of steps all around the ring. Um, do it 10. You do it 15 to 20 times when you're training, and
Hmm.
then you do 3 4 rounds of jump rope.
Hmm.
Then you get in there, you shadow box. Then you hit the bag. Then you hit the speed bag. You can hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
All right. Then you hit the speed bag. And then after that, you uh do like some pad work or like the double in bag.
Hmm.
And then that's the day. You exercise like mountain climbers, jumping jacks, etc. And
Hmm.
then that's the day. So
Yeah.
that's how we did it at our gym. Every gym is different, so
No, for
yeah.
sure, for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, I know. So probably it sounds like a lot of like body weight stuff, a lot of obviously cardio because once you get tired in there, that's
It's
not
over.
a yeah, it's up
It's
after
over.
that. Yeah, definitely after you get
It's
tired, then
over.
it's pretty much done after that. So yeah, no, I definitely agree with all that stuff too as well. Did you have anything like at the center that was like a unique routine just for the center as opposed to like you feel me, other boxing gyms or something unique that
Steps.
you just did when you did all the steps?
The steps is uniquely to the center. That's it. You got three. You got we got a swimming pool in there. It's a great and very resourceful center for someone who's trying to become an athlete because you got a swimming pool, you got a gym, you can run suicides, you can swimming suicides, you can do you got a weight room, so you can do strength and conditioning in there down the steps, and then you got 3 flights of stairs. So I mean, you go up and down that motherfucker, probably so many times you going your cardio definitely going to improve. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Would you say that
definitely
was like the
steps.
hardest part of your training too, just running the steps?
Nah.
What was the
Nah.
hardest part for you?
Hardest part is uh it's the mental push. It's
Hmm.
the mental push. You get used to the physical. So when you doing so say you start doing the whole thing, the whole routine, right? And you
Hmm.
up around. It takes a certain mental capacity to do that, right? So you got a sauna suit on and you train and hitting the bag, you be about to pass out, right? You don't got no it's hot in there. It's hot in
Hmm.
that sauna suit. We got the heat on up there. We trying to cut weight. And that's definitely the hardest part of boxing for me is cutting weight, staying on weight, and when you gotta train, putting that sauna suit on and going to work, cause you be got to pass out. I'm trying to tell you, you get lightheaded and everything, but it's a way of a warrior.
Yeah, no, that is true though. That definitely is true, especially like when I guess it comes down to those later rounds, and it's like you dead tired, like you just gotta basically show who got that stronger willpower in
That's
order
when
to
it come to
you know.
here. That's when it come to here. And when you get up top, and you dead tired, right? That's when it come down to the basics, right? You leaning
Mhm.
on a rope, somebody throwing a body shot at you. You see the body shot coming, you catch it and you shoot a uppercut. It's a nice little
Mhm.
counter, but it's not a you're not using a lot of energy. When you gotta
Mhm.
know how to tie up, you gotta know how to breathe when you in there. So it's a lot more to it than just punching each other. I tell you that
For
much.
sure, sure. It's like a chess match, they say, right?
Yeah.
So what goes through your mind then, really, when like, let's say before a fight, like, what are some of the things that go through your mind that you're thinking of, like preparing for it?
I get the dumbest anxiety that you could ever think of. And then
Okay.
as soon as you step in there, that shit all go away.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy how it's like this. It's gone. As soon as you step in the ring, it's gone. You could be thinking, and I think Tank said something like this a couple years ago, right? You get crazy anxiety. You thinking, oh, you overthinking. What if this motherfucker knock me the fuck out? What if,
Mm-hmm.
cause it's really unpredictable in there. What if he really fucked me up? What if he better than me? But if you prepare it well, you shouldn't you shouldn't really have no doubts on what's the next result, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's boxing. You can be so prepared, you can know you train so well, but you get hit with one shot. You get hit with
Yeah.
one
So.
shot, make one mistake, it's over. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, that's yeah, yeah. You overthinking. Definitely you get crazy anxiety with boxing.
Okay. So like I know boxing, just like any other sports, has its ups, has its downs. During those tough times, when you were training or maybe in the ring or something, what's like the motivation that pretty much just like kept you going?
You gotta want it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't if you don't want it, um, it's just like anything in life. If you don't want it, you make the choice, right? To
Mm-hmm.
say, for example, Winners Win LLC is gonna be one of the biggest LLCs in the next 5 years. You make the choice to make that happen. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen, right? No matter if you might be down low right now, you still made that choice. Now you could be down low for 4 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 year. That's all you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say the question again, because I
Yeah.
said
So
that
saying
for a
like,
reason.
yeah, no, you got to saying like, what's the motivation that gets you basically through those tough
Yeah,
times?
yeah. So you if once you make the choice, right? So if I say I want to be a fighter, you're gonna do what fighters got to do. It don't matter
Mm-hmm.
if it's starving for 3 days. It don't matter if it's running 10 miles. It don't matter if you can't eat for 2 days because you got to make weight. You the one that chose it. So do
Mm-hmm.
what you if you had a choice to do something, do it
Mm-hmm.
before somebody else chooses for you.
That's true, though. That's
Yeah.
true. I like that. I definitely like that. It's that basically like you said that warriors kind of like mindset. Um, is there like a certain like because I'm like a big dude on like quotes and stuff like that. Is there like a certain saying or quote that like keeps you focused, or something that you like I said motivates you too as well?
Um, I wouldn't say necessarily that. I would just say I'm big on standing on business, right? So if you say you're gonna do something, you better do it. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're not gonna if you're not gonna do it, don't say you're gonna do it. And I
Mm-hmm.
really in the past couple like months to a year, I've been struggling with that because I've been really wanting to fight, right? I really got
Mm-hmm.
an itch. But things like I'm 25 years old, I still uh need shelter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I don't have my own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I'm not getting as much money that I would want to be comfortable with. Three, if I can't cook at the place where I'm at, so I can't follow a strict diet how I want to. And
Mm-hmm.
four, um, it's kind of like how do I say this? It's kind of like um. I would kind of have use all of those things for excuses after I
Mm-hmm.
just said, if you're gonna say do something, you're gonna do it. And if it's tough, it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, I could try all I want, but if I can't do it properly, then I had to let it go.
Mm-hmm. I
So
see. And that's what kind of led more to you were saying your transition into sales and stuff like that too now.
right, right, and bringing that same mindset to the sales field, which is hit your goals no matter what. It definitely pay off. I tell you that much.
Now,
But
what kind of industry are you into in when it sales right now?
so uh um we have a client. I'm with a company. We have a client, right? The
Mm-hmm.
client is NRG, you power the Eagle Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a contract with Walmart to walk around the store and give people Walmart gift cards if they just sign a tablet, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's a couple dollars in your pocket off commission. And I mean, it's a good place because uh you can advance pretty fast, right? So you can go from entry level to assistant manager to your owner of your own company in a year and a half. So I mean that's the goal because I still got that itch that I can't scratch, but I need to be more financially stable to be able to support myself while I'm doing, so I can do everything properly, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you're saying, like you said, you got to follow a strict diet. You got to be able to do everything the way that
Hmm.
you pretty much that you know to do it in order
Drink,
to.
drinking water. I mean, gallon to 2 gallons a day, a
Mm-hmm.
day. No, no alcohol, no intimacy. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a it's a life, man. But if you make that choice, man, you make that choice.
Yeah, you lock in. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. Now, do you feel like what is the biggest lesson that you feel like boxing taught you that affects other areas of your life, like that you could put on the other areas of your life?
Boxing takes you to I won't say this is a lesson, but it'll teach you yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get punched in the mouth over and over and over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you like still trying to figure out how to get that shit back.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's a mindset of no matter what's going on, I can still try to figure something out to get the fuck to get
Mm-hmm.
back and do what I had to do. And it's that's very important in life because life gonna hit you way harder than any punch.
Mm-hmm.
Way All you gotta do, you gotta keep fighting. You can't just give up. You gotta keep fighting back. You know, car might break down. Car might break down. Um, might have only $11 in your bank account. Might have to make that shit last for a week. Might have to might have nowhere to live. Might have to sleep in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if you really understand that life hits that's life doing that to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if you can deal with somebody just punching you in the mouth, getting getting in a tough situation like that, it gives you something to compare it to.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not like, wow, you're not like, wow, this is the worst thing that happened to me in my entire life. Cause
Mm-hmm.
you might have to think back, well, I did that ass whooping was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you might have something to really compare it to. Not one might be worse, one might be better, but you still been so one might be right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other might be right here. But you still got something. You still almost been there to be able to deal with it.
Nah,
Mentally. You feel me?
for sure, for sure. That's probably why those Rocky movies be so relatable.
Nah, they really don't. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't like that?
It's cinema.
Yeah. You throwing those quotes out, the life nothing hits harder than life.
Yeah. But it's true though. It's true. It's really
Nah,
true.
that's definitely true. So what are some of your like short-term goals, and what are some of your like 5 year, pretty much like long-term goals when it comes to maybe sports or even finances?
So we talk about this in the office every single day. When we do speeches, my
Mm,
short term goals, I gotta get closer to the ring. I have to. Like I said, I got that itch that I can't scratch.
mm,
Um, and I'm building my team up. I just want to keep building up my Team Kings. And then the third is uh I need 20K by the end of the year,
mm,
100K by November 2025, and I need a house by June. And then I need to retire my mom, take care of my pop. That shit, like it's shit like that, bro. Like right now I can send my mom bread, bro.
mm.
I couldn't do that. That feels good, bro.
Yeah.
That feels good, man. That feels good. And I got my long term goals is I still want to be world champ.
Mm,
Still want to be world champ. I want to work towards that. Um, however I can. That makes the most sense, you know.
mm-hmm.
So That's that.
Nah, so with your with being world champ, like how was kind of like that process, like going from amateur to pros and all. So like, is that like a easy transition, or like how does that transition work?
Going from amateurs to
Mm-hmm.
pros, you have to be in pros you have to be way more perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So shit that you think you might be getting away with, somebody gonna capitalize on that shit. You got way smarter gloves. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
regular just fist. So
Mm-hmm.
you might get hit trying to get away from something, just rolling it,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit going like this. But somebody might close the distance a little bit more in the pros, so they can crack you more flush and you going down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and uh, you really just need to get a license from the commissioner in
Mm-hmm.
that state, professional boxing license, and then you just green to go pro. You just gotta have more than 10 amateur fights.
Hang on, you only need 10 Well, I'm saying
But you
only.
need,
To
yeah,
keep
but
up.
you need to train. You need
Mm-hmm.
to train. It can't be no game, bro, because you really can die in there.
Mm-hmm.
You really, really, really can die in there. And a lot of people, so how I view boxing is how a lot of people they view the military, right? It's no game. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel about that, cause I feel like boxing is what turned me into a man for real.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good. That's good though. So growing up though, I know boxing was definitely a big part of your life and stuff like that. Did you have any other hobbies outside of boxing that you were like really into?
I mean, I can hoop a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
can hoop a little bit. I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I like football. I like pool. I like chess. Like it's always more stuff to do
Mm-hmm.
than oh, I like to eat too. I like to eat way too much than I really should. Uh, and it's I always like to eat. So that's a problem. That's always been a problem when I was cutting weight, cause I would have to throw on a sauna suit, starve, and not drink no water.
Mm-hmm.
Run while I'm dehydrated and be malnourished.
Mm-hmm.
But it was what it was, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But my just normal kid hobbies.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So when I know I hear a lot of professional boxers kind of talk about, after cutting weight, putting that weight back on. Is that like how's that process? That like do you get real sore? Like how do you feel like your body
No,
feels?
it's just if you're doing it right, you good. But if you don't do it right, so say you cut 20 pounds in 2 days, which is very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Say you do that, right? You're not gonna have no energy. You're not even gonna be able to lift your arms up.
Mm,
But you going to. That's what I be saying. Like it's mental. You're not gonna get punched in the face because you can't lift your arms up.
for sure.
Like you chose to make that weight, so you're gonna go in there and fight. And it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's kind of a pride thing because you not gonna be trying to prove to everybody that you better than me just because I lost. Just because I cut weight a little bit differently. But if you do it right, um, it's just no different. You just cut a lot of fat off. You drink a lot of water first. Eat way less. Like drink water like you eating.
Mm-hmm.
Like
See what you're saying.
the
So like
one
if
that
you were regular breakfast, you'll just start drinking water instead, type of thing.
you would eat like 2 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You need your protein. You need your iron. And take a vitamin, get something with fruit. You drink electrolytes so you're not getting dehydrated, and so you don't feel dehydrated. You're gonna be dehydrated because your arms they feel as though they have lactic acid in them, even though they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you go like the slightest movement like this, that shit's hard. But
Mm-hmm.
when you put the weight back on though, you feel good though. Tell you that
Yeah.
much.
When you say you like to
Tell you
eat,
that much.
yeah, that's what-
Yeah, I love to eat, man.
so no, I
Look,
definitely.
man.
So
My problem right now.
that's good. So what advice would you give? Like, let's say someone was trying to get into boxing. What kind of advice would you give for them?
Either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you can't play it. It's nothing to play. If you're going to dedicate yourself to it, you know what I mean, it's the long, hard, lonely nights where you running outside by yourself. You don't have to have somebody running with you all the time. When you're running them 5 miles at 12 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
you get up and you do it because you said you want to be world champ. Um, but if you just want to get into it just to get into it, just go to a gym and hit the bag, learn the technique, and learn what you're doing. But if you got fire in you and you want to think that you can fight, don't play. Don't play with it. You can't play with it because you really can get hurt. And if you put me in there with something, if I go to the gym right now
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they have me, they say, hey, can you sport this kid? I got a new guy I never seen before calling me out. I
Mm-hmm.
got it. I have to beat the shit out of him. I have to. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. I can't play with you just because you know. I can't show no mercy on you. It don't work
Mm-hmm.
like that because you can't just be. It's like it's the only sport where um you have to back up. I mean, I won't say that it's one of the sports where you have to back up the talking that you're doing. You forced to,
Mm-hmm.
or you will get embarrassed,
Mm-hmm.
and I will embarrass you, and it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. We're not gonna be boys after none of that, bro. We just, bro. I told you. It's gonna be like, bro. I told you. Don't call me out.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do it tomorrow, we can do it tomorrow. You want to do it again right now, we can do it again. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just, don't play with it. That's the advice I have for new guys.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So let's say someone wanted to reach out to you, whether it was like advice with your sales or maybe even just advice when it came to boxing stuff like that. How can they reach out to you?
You can just reach out to me on my social media. I haven't. I had to make a post, um, about like the transitions that's going on in my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
But my Instagram is uh KYNGDARRYL, and on if you want my number, then just hit me on the gram, and we can chat, we can talk. I'm open to anybody who needs advice. They just want to get better as a person, and they need motivation. I'll be there for you. So yeah.
For sure, man. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff, man. I definitely appreciate you taking the time out. I know you about to go crush that. What's that pizza over there?
Yes, sir.
I know you
Yes,
about to crush that,
sir.
man. But nah, I definitely want to say great job with everything you got going on, bro. When it's coming to that boxing stuff, when it's coming to sales, all the stuff you see in the transition, sounds like you got the correct mindset when it comes to pretty much life, bro. Just like
Yes,
overcoming all those challenges and stuff like that.
yes.
So definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day, man, to hop on this podcast. Appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely, man. Winners win.
Yeah.
Is that what they say? And
Facts,
it's
man.
crazy?
Yeah, it was.
We say that in the office. We say that. We
Mm-hmm.
say winners win, and then everybody says no, no. We say losers lose. Everybody says winners win. Then we say what time is it? We say showtime, and then it's like
Mm-hmm.
a little break. That's tough. So you know, I appreciate you bringing me on the podcast, though. I don't uh get a lot of public attention that I'm able to express. Where I get the seat to have my voice out. So um, no, I really really deeply appreciate that from my heart, man. Really do, really do.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro, man. Well, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today, man. Again, I want you guys to keep killing the day. Like he said, winners win, losers lose. And you guys pray for success like this. I'll talk to y'all.
Let's go.